All right. Now we are live for your Sunday, March 22nd, 2020, a live COVID update from Council President Scott. We are going to allow everyone a second to join us, and then we will get started in just one moment. So just give us a minute. Hope everyone's enjoying their Sunday, getting ready to make Sunday dinner. I know that's what I'll be doing in a few minutes. And I hope everyone's been practicing social distancing over this weekend so far. So I hope that everyone is adhering to the advice of public health professionals in doing that, so we can make sure that everyone is doing the best thing for everyone's health. We'll wait a few more moments, and then we will get started. All right, hello, everybody. Everybody, thanks for joining us on this Sunday evening. Thank you for joining us. All right, we are going to get started. Welcome everybody to a live update from Council President Scott for Sunday, March the 22nd. Want to do a quick update about where we are in COVID for the state of Maryland and Baltimore City in particular so far. So let's just start out with the numbers. We are now up to 24 cases of COVID in the city of Baltimore. We have 244 across the state of Maryland, including 3 deaths. The latest death was a woman from Montgomery County with underlying health conditions. So I know you guys are tired of me saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway. We have to protect ourselves by practicing social distancing at all costs. We know how dangerous this virus is. We know it will continue to spread unless we break the curve by practicing social distancing, not going out, not being around groups of people unless absolutely necessary through work and other things like that. We want everybody to be safe through this process. So going to run through reminders for everyone again, what's open and what's not, and then allow you to ask questions. As you know, we are live now on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So hello to everyone out there in the cyber world. I hope you're enjoying your weekend so far. So remember, again, 24 confirmed cases in Baltimore. Get this out of the way. We also, again, reminder to everyone, yes, the National Guard is here in Baltimore, but only for humanitarian efforts right now, helping with food, supporting our critical infrastructure in our hospitals and things like that. So we have to make sure. Again, reminder, all bars, restaurants, movie theaters, and gyms are closed across the state of Maryland. You can still get support your local business by getting carry-out or delivery there. There's almost some updates from the Department of Public Works in relations to COVID-19, to the involving conditions. So all services for DPW, this will take effect tomorrow, Monday, March 23rd. All services other than curbside collections, condo collections, disposal services at Quarantine Road Landfill and the Northwest Transfer Facility, operations at the center, citizens drop-off centers, and quarter can collections will be suspended. So everything other than that will be suspended starting tomorrow. Suspended services, and this is a call made again, not by me, by the mayor and the Department of Public Works. Suspended services will include street and alley cleaning, property management, maritime operations, and special services like graffiti removal and bulk trash pickup. The Quarantine Road Landfill will no longer accept cash or credit card transactions. The water bill customer call center will be closed, as the customer walk-in center on the first floor of the Able Woman building is also closed. Only emergency water maintenance issues will be addressed. Construction, engineering, and maintenance projects not deemed essential will be suspended. All recreational activities at Liberty, Loch Raven, and Prettyville reservoirs are suspended. That includes kayaking and hiking. and pre-qualification for contracts and contractors will automatically be extended for 3 months. So I'm going to take a second there to see if we have any questions that have come in as of yet. All right, great. No questions as of yet, so we will continue. Again, I want everyone to remember that we have 57 meal sites across the city of Baltimore for folks to be able to, for young people to get their free meals, their grab-and-go breakfast and lunch. You can get that information on BaltimoreCityCouncil.com and just click COVID-19. You can also find that information at BeMoreChildren.com/weekend meals. All right. So, resources for seniors. We want people to get this information out, right? Resources for seniors. Who can seniors talk to about their needs? If a senior needs someone to talk to and they can help and answer questions, have them call the Maryland Access Point. That's 410-396-2273. You can find that information on our website at BaltimoreCityCouncil.com and hit COVID-19 as well. And the senior call-in and free service is available for adults 65 plus in Maryland. Let's see. I saw some questions coming in. Let's see. Okay. So, city employees, there's still a report. So, if you're a city employee, what I want you to do is contact me directly, because remember, it depends. What the mayor has said is everyone that can telework and is allowed to telework should be doing that. We want you to be doing that to be safe. Only essential people will be reporting, all right? Is the crime rate down? Unfortunately not. No, it is not. Unfortunately, even amidst this crisis, we still continuously have a crisis of violence in Baltimore City. I actually had a conversation with our police commissioner yesterday about how I want them to remain focused and even be more laser focused on reducing violence in Baltimore. And I will continue to pressure them to do what's right by getting illegal guns off the street and targeting people who are targeting victims in Baltimore. We know that like a 70-year-old was assaulted yesterday. That kind of stuff is unacceptable. Nobody should be assaulted, especially not one of our seniors, especially not while we're going through one of these this crisis that we're going through with COVID. So if anybody knows anything about the coward that decided to do that, or the cowards that decided to shoot people yesterday, including shooting some women, please let us know. Please let me know. You don't have to let the police know. We want you to, but if you're not comfortable doing that, let me know. Send me a direct message so we can address those people and get them off the streets. Okay, right. About kids starting tomorrow. Where do they eat? We know we have the information from the school system sites across the city. The school system is going to have updates about food for the week on their end. We will continue to have the city rec center sites available for dinner as well. So we'll make sure that we put that information back on our social media sites tonight, so people know where the young people can get their meals for out there. So, no, there is no mandatory quarantine in Baltimore. We want people to use their common sense. People are going to die from COVID-19. People in Baltimore are going to die from COVID-19. But less people in Baltimore will die if we do the right thing, and that's not travel, not go outside, not be in groups, practicing social distancing at all costs, no matter what. That's how we can do. Everyone can be a hero right now. Everyone can be a hero by just simply not interacting with people, especially our seniors and people with pre-existing conditions. So thank you for that question, and that's what we can do. What if you're a tenant being harassed? If someone's a tenant being harassed by a landlord about rent or something, please be sure to send us that information in a direct message so that we can follow up. Yes, so someone asked about the shelters. The shelters are still open. Actually, I have asked the mayor's administration for a plan, a plan to expand how we're going to deal with the homeless community, because we know many of them are still out in the elements, which we know makes them more susceptible to COVID-19. Listen, the parks, we know that they've put signs on the park and told people not to come into those parks and things like that. They haven't really officially said that they are closed, but want people to use their common sense and their common knowledge. But again, there are signs on playgrounds and things like that across the city that says, do not use them. You're going to put yourself at risk to COVID-19. So we don't know about school yet. We don't know if school is going to start again, if it's not going to start. We know that we have the information for our young people to get their schoolwork, and we know that you can actually get free internet, right? So we know about the digital divide in Baltimore. We know that Comcast is providing free hotspots across the city of Baltimore. So we have that information. It's actually on our Instagram and one of our latest pictures so that you can get that and you can make sure that you're able to access the internet, because we want all of our young people to continue to learn. We want parents and family members working with them, and even once they completed their package, we want you to be using YouTube and things like that in order for our young people to continue to learn throughout this process. Let's see. Our barber shops are still open. Yes, but what I will tell you is that you have to consider your personal safety and the safety of your barber when you're doing that. We know that you cannot practice social distancing while getting your hair cut. It's impossible. It is impossible to do. You can't get your hair done. You cannot get your hair done without violating social distancing. So use your best judgment and understand that we have to slow down the spread of COVID at all costs. All right, so let's see. I'm going to go back to some more information for a second, you guys. All right. For seniors, again, especially for seniors, where can they buy their groceries with less crowd? We're going to run through these stores and what our stores are doing. Giant. Seniors may shop from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. at Giant. Seniors and people with pre-existing condition. Dollar General. Seniors may shop during the first hour of each day. Target. Seniors may shop an hour before the stores open on Wednesdays. Whole Foods. Seniors may shop an hour before the stores open. In Safeway, seniors may shop 6 to 9 a.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. ShopRite actually has waived the ShopRite from home fee and delivery fees for seniors 65 and older. So if you go to the Klein Family ShopRite's website, you can actually have your senior citizens order their food. And this is not just for seniors, this is for everyone. What grocery stores will deliver to my home? Giant does that through Peapod, and that number is 1-800-573-2763. Safeway does that from Safeway.com. ShopRite at shop.shoprite.com. And Chesapeake Farm to Table at 443-841-2327. Prepared meals. Seniors can get prepared meals. If you're a current participant in a senior center or a congregate meal site, you can call your center to reserve a box meal that will be available for pickup. If you are not a participant, call the Maryland Food Bank at 410-737-8282. You can also get meals in that situation delivered by Meals on Wheels, 410-558-0827. That's 410-558-0827. And Movable Feast, which is 410-327-3420. I'm going to take a break here to look at some more questions. All right. So, any new protocols for doctor visits and post-surgical visits? If it's not an essential visit or essential surgery, it's not happening right now. So you don't have to worry about that because they are not going to do those kind of surgeries right now. So let's see. How are they handling unemployment? Will they offer financial help for the self-employed? So this is actually something that's being argued, probably will be argued and continuously argued in the United States Congress today. I spoke with one of our representatives who really wants to make sure that people who are unemployed, including the self-employed, are getting the money that they should. What I believe and what I know some of our delegation believes is that it should be 100% unemployment insurance for this time, for this crisis. And what we all need to do is pressure the federal government to do that. Say, give this. Oh, someone asked for the giant number again. All right, give me 1 second. I will get you the giant number. Giant Peapod delivery is 1-800-573-2763. That's the giant Peapod number. And I'm glad you want to use that service. All right, are high school seniors able to reclassify if school does not resume? So these are questions that I've asked, and I know that our school system is asking too. Thank you for that question. But we also want you to be able to graduate and finish the school year digitally, which is something that we're going to push for. We do not want you to have to suspend your school year totally and not be able to graduate on time. So we're going to make sure that we're working with our folks that we need to get you through. So our supermarkets and supply, they are consistently getting their stuff back in, right? But again, that's why we have to also remember, be very respectful and mindful of everyone. We cannot be selfish in this moment. We cannot go in there and try to, they place limits on things. We have to abide by their stuff so that we can make sure that everyone has the stuff that they need. So, the eviction moratorium. So yes, this is something that we got today. We are going to be pushing and talking with the administration about continuing that. We are not going to allow for that stuff to happen. We're going to make sure that goes throughout this crisis. All right. So yes, we'll make sure that we share this information again, but you should check with your mortgage lender because many of them have already started to suspend and delay payments, and we'll be sure to share that information. And this also is going to be a big conversation that's happening at the federal government as well. Thank you for that. So you said you have an elderly neighbor who doesn't have any food. You should send us a direct message, but again, remember the information that we just gave for seniors, especially seniors in need, right? We want you to make sure that they have that. You should have him send us his information or your information, and we will follow up directly and try to tie you in, and make sure you also provide the information that you can see on our social media feeds, but also on BaltimoreCityCouncil.com, and click COVID-19. Volunteer opportunities. Thank you for that question, Mr. Filippo. Yes, there are some volunteer opportunities to do in a safe social distancing way. We'll be sure to share those as well. I don't have I did share a playlist last night on Spotify. You can find that on my Twitter page. Hold on, there's a question someone's typing in. So someone asked, will landlords be issued payments to assist tenants with rent? This is, again, something that I talked about with some of our federal representatives as they're debating this package, right? When you talk about making sure that everyone impacted gets what they need, if we're going to be asking people to suspend payments and things like that, we have to make sure that the landlords and people are looked out for too. So these are things that we're going to be pushing for to happen. All right. I'm going to continue with a little bit more information before we end. Prescriptions. Important thing. The following pharmacies will deliver your prescription medications to you. South Baltimore Pharmacy, if you live in South Baltimore, is 410-355-8500. Northern Pharmacy, especially if you live in Northeast Baltimore like me, is 410-254-2055. It actually is my pharmacy. Austin Pharmacy, 410-773-0300. And then you can go to CVS.com and search for a store. The same thing for Walgreens.com and even Walmart.com to find the store that will send it to you. Target.com also does the same thing. Giant and Safeway and Wegmans all deliver prescriptions to everyone. The filing deadline for individual and corporate income taxes has been extended to July 15, 2020. So no one has to rush to get their taxes done by the 15th of April. It's been extended to 2020. And let's see here. There's a couple other things I wanted to bring up. Small businesses. Again, we have the information on our website. We want everyone to be able to get that, and we can get that on our. But it's also disasterloan.sba.gov/ELA. We have a survey that the Baltimore Development Corporation is undertaking, and you can get that right on our social media pages. We will be consistently posting that, and also everything that we're talking about is also going to be at BaltimoreCityCouncil.com, and click COVID-19. Hundreds of residents have applied for unemployment insurance for displaced workers. We want you to use the resources that we have available to you. We're going to put that information up on the line, but if the person needs help with food and cash supplements, we want them to go to dhs.maryland.gov and go to the food and cash icon, and we'll put all the other information up on our website as well. So, someone asked, how can you get involved? The best way you can get involved right now is to remind everyone to stay their butt at home, but also we want you to have a little fun with it. We know that we're making these health department memes about social distancing and being a hero because you stay at home. This is what we want everybody here to do, since we're all on social media. Go to health.baltimorecity.gov/coronavirus/infographics, and we'll put this information up so that you can make your own memes and show everyone how you're being a hero while staying at home. Take a little break here to go to some questions. Those in a domestic situation. If you're in a domestic violence situation, first thing you should do is call the police. They will still come to you and still help you out with that information. It depends, the pharmacy delivery thing, so you should ask the particular one that you're talking about. Some may be waiving fees, some may not. I don't know if school's gonna remain closed. I think it's very, very unlikely that they reopen, but I don't know, and we'll see how that happens and evolves over the next coming days and weeks. Again, yeah, so this is what we're talking about. Remember, this is why I was talking to members of our federal team today, because when you're talking about unemployment and federal unemployment, we have to make sure that anything that they do at that level considers places like Baltimore, where we are. We know we're going to be hit extremely bad by this. This is also why I asked the mayor to open up the rainy day fund to help out small Baltimore businesses and workers as well, and we're going to continue to push for those things to happen. WIC and all those things you should still be getting that. If you have your problems getting that stuff, just send us a direct message. Our team will connect you to some of our partners in city government and federal government to make sure that your services are still, your needs are still being met. All right. So the last thing I would say is that, remember, you can consistently get information from us at BaltimoreCityCouncil.com and click COVID-19, but also you can get information on coronavirus.maryland.gov as well. We'll be consistently putting out information for you guys, and want to thank you for taking time on your Sunday as you're doing your self deciding to quarantine yourselves and practice social distancing in your home. Just wanted to say that and see if anyone had any other questions for us before we get out of here and go on about Sunday dinner. Thank you. I appreciate you all. Thank you for allowing me to serve. Any other questions? Now, for all of you sports fans who are watching, who are like me, just down and out because sports is not available to us, you can find the link to a classic sports event that features me and many members of our Baltimore City Council playing against elected members from Montgomery and Prince George's for charity this last summer. We just released a video on yesterday, so you can make sure to find that. So again, restaurants and these things will not reopen for sit-down service until it is safe to do so. We have to understand that life is going to be interrupted for us, right? life is going to be interrupted for us for a while because we want people to be alive. It's going to be hard. We're going to go stir crazy. We're going to be in the house. We're going to have to be innovative. We're going to be interacting with each other like this. We're going to be doing all the things that we have to do to stay safe, but life will not be normal, and we just have to be ready for that. We have to continuously understand that the best thing that we can do now to save lives is to not allow people out. We will continue to pressure folks for more testing and do all of those things so that we can keep us safe. Yes, Councilman Burnett, you did get buckets in the video. You did get buckets. Very much so, sir. We thank you for your commitment to the team. All right. If there are no further questions, everyone, we want to say thank you. Thank you for allowing us to be here. If you got further questions, just send us. Again, we will update everybody. And let me say this again about the testing, right? Because everyone is bringing this up, right? We understand from the advice of public health professionals that not everyone needs to be tested. Only if you have the severe symptoms, shortness of breath, tightness in chest, you feel like you're faint, you can't function, then should you actually reach out, call 911, go to emergency room at a hospital. Other than that, if you don't have the severe symptoms, what we want you to do is call your primary health physician, and if you don't have that, call 211 or visit the health department's website, and we can get that information. They can help you get to someone that can help you. But we cannot, even when the testing is ramped up, cannot have everyone overburden the system. We have to make sure that the folks who are most at risk and have the severe symptoms are the people that are being tested first. That's the most important thing. If you are not having those symptoms, stay at home, follow the advice of your doctor so that we can make it through this. All right? Thank you, everybody, and have a very good Sunday evening, and enjoy yourselves, and be safe.